Right now, as you're watching this, your dog is somewhere nearby. Maybe sleeping on the couch. Maybe staring at you from across the room. And they're waiting. Not for food. Not for a walk, that they're waiting for something deeper. Something they can't ask for with words. Something most of us never even realize they need. Your dog has been with you for years, maybe or maybe just months. But from the very first day they met you, they've been hoping you'll understand. Hoping you'll see past the wagging tail and the excited jumps. Hoping you'll realize there are 5 things. 5 simple, profound things they've been waiting their entire life for you to do. Not tricks. Not commands. Not obedience. But moments. Connections. Promises kept. And today I'm going to show you what they are. Because once you understand what your dog is really waiting for, everything changes. But before we begin, if you love your dog enough to understand what they can't tell you, if you want to finally give them what they've been hoping for all along, subscribe right now, because the dogs whose owners understand these 5 things, they're the lucky ones. And if you won't subscribe, tell me why in the comments. Where are you watching from? What's your dog's name? They're waiting. Let's not make them wait any longer. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you were truly, completely present with your dog? Not just in the same room, but actually their .no phone in your hand. No TV in the background. No mental to-do list running through your head. Just you and them. Here's something most people don't understand. Dogs live entirely in the present moment. They don't worry about tomorrow. They don't regret yesterday. They exist right here, right now. And when you're distracted, when your body is there but your mind is somewhere else, they feel it. They don't understand, I'm just checking work emails, or I'm thinking about dinner. All they know is you're here but you're not really here. And it breaks something inside them, because to your dog, this moment right now with you is everything. Think about the last time you tried to talk to someone important and they were scrolling on their phone. How did that feel? Empty. Lonely. Like you didn't matter. That's what your dog feels every single time you're physically present but emotionally absent. But here's the beautiful part. It takes so little to fix it. 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes of full, undivided attention. Play fetch without checking your phone between throws. Take a slow walk and actually watch them explore. Sit beside them on the floor and just be there. Look into their eyes. Scratch behind their ears. Let them rest their head on your lap. Those 10 minutes? To you, they're nothing. To your dog, they're the highlight of their entire day. But presence is just the beginning. Because there's something else your dog is desperately hoping you'll do. Something that awakens a part of them that's been sleeping. Thing number 2. Turn life into a shared adventure. 7:25 to 11:30, you open the door. Clip on the leash, and to you, it's just another walk. Same route, same pace, same lamppost your dog always sniffs. But to them, it could be so much more. Here's what most owners don't realize. Dogs are explorers by nature. Every scent is a story. Every sound is a mystery. Every new path is an adventure. But we walk them through the same neighborhood, on the same streets, day after day after day. And slowly, without us even noticing, their curiosity dies. Their excitement fades, that spark in their eyes, the one that made you fall in love with them in the first place. It starts to dim. Not because they're getting old, but because we've made their world so small. Imagine if you had to eat the same meal, walk the same hallway, see the same 4 walls every single day for years. You'd feel trapped, bored, like life was passing you by. Your dog feels the same way. They don't need grand vacations or expensive adventures. They just need variety. A different park, a new neighborhood, a trail they've never walked before. Let them sniff longer. Let them choose the direction. Let them explore. Because every new smell is a chapter in a story only they can read. Every unfamiliar corner is a world they get to discover. And when you give them that, when you say, let's go somewhere new today, you're not just taking them for a walk, you're reminding them that life is full of wonder, and they get to experience it with you. If you're starting to see how much joy you've been accidentally holding back, if you're realizing your dog has been craving more than you've been giving, then subscribe before you forget. Because every video we make helps you unlock the happiness your dog has been waiting for. Don't let them keep waiting. They deserve more. But adventure isn't enough on its own. Because there's something your dog needs from you that goes even deeper. something that's a silent promise. Your dog can't tell you when something hurts. They can't say, my stomach feels off today, or this tooth is bothering me. All they can do is hope you'll notice. Hope you'll see the signs they're trying so hard to show you. Here's the thing about dogs. They hide their pain. It's instinct. In the wild, showing weakness makes you vulnerable. So even when something's wrong, they push through it. They keep wagging their tail. They keep greeting you at the door. And we assume everything's fine. But it's not always fine. That slight limp you dismissed could be arthritis starting. That change in appetite could be dental pain. That extra scratching could be allergies they can't escape, and they're counting on you, the one person who knows them best, to notice. Emotional translation, 1930 to 2045. Caring for your dog's health isn't just about vet visits and the right food. It's about observation, awareness, paying attention to the details. It's checking their ears after walks. It's noticing when they're drinking more water than usual. It's feeling for lumps during belly rubs. It's brushing their teeth even though they hate it. Because these small acts, they're not chores. They're love letters. Every time you groom them, check their paws, monitor their weight, you're telling them, I see you. I'm protecting you. I've got you. And when a problem does arise, when you catch something early because you were paying attention, you're not just treating a symptom. You're keeping a promise. The promise that you'll keep them safe. That you'll be their advocate when they can't speak for themselves. That their comfort and well-being matter to you as much as your own. Health is one thing. But communication, that's where most of us get it completely wrong. You talk to your dog all the time. Good boy. Sit. Come here. But here's what most people don't understand. Your dog isn't listening to your words. They're listening to your soul. Dogs don't process language the way we do. They can learn commands. Sure, they recognize certain words. But what they're really reading is your tone, your energy, your body language, the way your voice softens when you're happy, the way your shoulders tense when you're stressed, the way your breathing changes when you're anxious. They pick up on all of it, and they respond not to what you say, but to what you feel. That's why a harsh good boy doesn't feel like praise to them, and why a gentle no delivered with love doesn't feel like punishment. So when you talk to your dog, what matters isn't the words, it's the emotion behind them. When you say, I love you, in that soft, warm voice, they might not know what love means, but they feel it in your tone, in your eyes, in the way you touch them. And that's the language they speak. The language of feeling. So stop worrying about whether they understand your words. Instead, ask yourself, what am I feeling when I'm with them? Because that feeling, that energy is what they're absorbing. When you're calm, they're calm. When you're stressed, they're anxious. When you're present and loving, they feel safe. Your emotions are their world. Speak with warmth. Speak with patience. Speak with love, and your dog will understand every word you never said. If this is changing the way you think about communicating with your dog, if you're realizing how much you've been saying without words, then don't leave without subscribing. Because understanding your dog's language is the key to everything, and we're here to teach you how to speak it fluently. But even with presence, adventure, health, and communication, there's still one more thing your dog is waiting for, and it's the most important one of all. Your dog doesn't need much. They don't need a big house or expensive furniture. They don't need designer beds or gourmet meals. What they need, what they've been waiting for since the day you brought them home, is to know they belong. Belonging isn't about physical space. It's about emotional security. It's the feeling of, I am wanted here. I am safe here. I will always have a place here. Dogs feel belonging through routine. When meals come at the same time every day. When walks happen like clockwork. When bedtime rituals are consistent. These patterns aren't boring to them, they're reassuring. They're proof that their world is stable. That nothing is going to suddenly fall apart. That you're not going to disappear. But belonging goes deeper than routine. It's about how you treat them when they make mistakes. Do you lose your temper? Or do you guide them with patience? It's about whether they're allowed in your space. Are they banished to another room? Or do they sleep beside you? It's about whether they're included in your life. Do they wait by the door while you're gone? Or do they come with you when you can? These decisions might seem small to you. But to your dog, they're everything. Because what they're really asking is, do I matter to you the way you matter to me? Am I part of your pack? Is this home? And when the answer is yes, when you show them through your actions that they're not just a pet, but family, they reflect it back to you. With loyalty that never wavers, with love that asks for nothing in return, with joy that lights up every room they enter. If you're feeling the weight of how much your dog loves you, if you're realizing they've been waiting patiently for you to see them as family, then subscribe right now. Because the dogs who truly feel they belong are the happiest ones. And we're going to show you how to give your dog that gift every single day. So those are the 5 things. Point 5 simple, profound things your dog has been hoping for their entire life. But here's what most people miss. These 5 things aren't separate. They're connected. Because at their core, they're all about the same thing. Understanding that your dog isn't just an animal you take care of. They're an emotional being with complex needs, deep feelings, and a soul that craves connection just as much as you do. They need to know they matter. They need to feel seen, heard, and valued. They need to trust that you understand them, not perfectly but genuinely. And here's the heartbreaking truth. Most dogs never get all 5 of these things. Some get 1 or 2. Some get none. And they spend their whole lives waiting, never complaining, never giving up hope, just waiting for you to see them. To truly understand what they need. To give them the one thing they want most, to be loved the way they love you, completely, unconditionally, with their whole heart. Look at your dog right now. Really look at them. They're not perfect. They shed, they bark, they make mistakes, but they've never stopped trying to tell you what they need. Through every wag of their tail, through every time they rest their head on your lap, through every moment they choose to be near you, even when you're too busy to notice. They're speaking a language you're only just beginning to understand. And the beautiful part, you don't need to be perfect to give them what they're waiting for. You just need to show up, to pay attention, to care. Because your dog isn't waiting for perfection. They're waiting for you. If this video has opened your eyes to what your dog has been waiting for, if you're ready to finally give them the life they've been dreaming of, then subscribe before you go. Because we're building a community of dog owners who understand that our dogs deserve more than we've been giving. And every video brings us closer to becoming the owners they've been hoping for all along. So here's what I want you to do today. Pick one of these 5 things, just one. And do it intentionally. Sit with your dog for 10 minutes with no distractions. Take them somewhere new. Check their paws, their ears, their teeth. Talk to them with warmth in your voice. Or just tell them, out loud, you belong here. You're family. Start there. And tomorrow, do it again. Because your dog's happiness doesn't require a complete overhaul of your life. It just requires consistency in the small things. The things they've been waiting for. Drop a comment and tell me, which of these 5 things are you going to start with? What's your dog's name? What are they like? Because I read every comment. And your story might be exactly what another dog owner needs to hear today. Hit that like button if your dog deserves all 5 of these things. Subscribe if you want to keep learning how to give them the life they've been waiting for. And share this with someone who loves their dog. Because every dog deserves an owner who understands. Your dog has been waiting their whole life for these 5 things. The question isn't whether they deserve them. The question is, are you ready to finally give them? Because they've been ready since the day they met you.